Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, this is a very important message for you today. Do not ignore it. Pay attention to this message." Archangel Michael says, "They met together and ready to remove you from your open before it's too late." There is a spiritual tremor rising in the atmosphere around you, and it is not from the earth beneath your feet, but from the choices that are being made in secret meetings where your name has been spoken without your presence. This is not just about earthly situations. It is about heavenly authority and divine timing. You are standing at a turning point, and if you do not open your heart and spirit right now, what was meant for your elevation could become hidden from you. Archangel Michael has intervened because the urgency is not imagined, it is real. He has been permitted to speak in the language of warning, not to frighten you, but to prepare you and awaken you. There are people who have spoken in circles, joined together with shared intentions, and one of those intentions includes removing you from something sacred, something that holds deep meaning and purpose in your life. They've mistaken your silence for weakness and your humility for absence. But what they do not understand is that heaven has not forgotten your faithfulness. They have not calculated the full strength of the divine covering around you. You have walked through storms that would have broken others. You have prayed in silence while others shouted. You have hope even when all signs said it was over. And now, the heavens respond. Archangel Michael has watched over you long enough to know when to step in. He is not just standing beside you, he is moving ahead of you, through spiritual realms you cannot see, cutting down agreements that were not made with your permission, canceling declarations that were whispered in shadows. He knows about the hour, the day, the location of the meeting. They met together. And yes, their plan includes you. But they do not carry the final word. They do not hold the divine authority. They do not see the angel standing behind you with a drawn presence of protection and judgment. You are not being removed. You are being prepared. You are not being discarded. You are being refined. Even as you read this, angelic forces are shifting things in your favor. But they need your cooperation. They need your permission to proceed. You must speak, you must pray, you must declare what has been hidden. This is the moment to unlock what you've been afraid to speak aloud. The truth is not just in your heart, it is part of your assignment. That what it symbolizes may be a household, a heart, a hope, or a holy covenant. Whatever it is, it matters more than you think. There are conversations you were not invited to, but heaven listened. There are decisions that were drafted without your consent, but heaven interrupted. You have been under surveillance, not just by those who plot, but by the hosts of heaven who record everything and preserve righteousness. The angels know the pressure you feel, and they have been instructed to strengthen your resolve. But it begins with you listening fully now. Don't dismiss this message. Don't file it away for later. Later may not come in the same way. The timing is holy. The voice is urgent. You were chosen not just to survive this moment, but to overcome it with divine evidence. You are about to witness things being reversed. The very individuals who sought to replace you will be replaced. The ones who tried to silence you will be silenced by truth. The tables are turning even now. Archangel Michael is on assignment, and his sword is drawn. His voice is declaring to every gatekeeper, "Do not touch what has been sealed by God." God says, "What I have planted will not be uprooted by the hands of manipulation. What I have joined will not be separated by the mouths of the jealous. What I have blessed will not be cursed by the plans of the hidden." You've been in a battle that didn't start with you, but it will end with you. There are ancestral spirits aligned with you, crying out for completion. You are not just living for your own life, you are the continuation of a divine line, and what you preserve will become the inheritance of many. That is why the resistance have been so strong. It is not about now, it is about next. And they sense it. They see something in you even if they can't name it. That's why they act. That's why they plan. That's why they gather. But hear this clearly. Nothing they have written in secret will stand in the presence of divine fire. Archangel Michael carries that fire, and he is releasing it even as this message enters your soul. You will feel it in your chest, in your thoughts, in your dreams. A shift is happening. Pay attention to it. Take it seriously. The instructions you receive in this hour are not to be shared with just anyone. Keep them sacred. Protect the vision. Guard the promise. There is one who once loved you for who you were before the world changed you. That love still exists, and it is about to return. This part is not just about spiritual warfare, it is about spiritual restoration. Someone who has seen your worth even through the confusion is praying for you too. Their prayer reached heaven, and it was added to the book of remembrance. It is part of why this message reached you now. You may have felt invisible to some, but not to the spirit realm. You may have been overlooked, but not overwritten. You are marked. That marking is what keeps you in the center of divine strategies. Don't forget it. The H that they tried to remove you from it will stand. And not only that, but it will become stronger. Because from this moment forward, a divine shield has been activated. Trust this. You are not alone. You have not lost time. You are not behind. In fact, you are exactly where you need to be for this exact revelation. There is a heavenly shift over your name, your household, your heritage. Your story is being rewritten in golden ink. Every line that was meant to harm you is being erased by hands that cannot be seen but are very real. Trust the divine. Trust the angel who speaks. Trust your own inner knowing, the fire that will go out. If you could see what's coming, you would stop worrying. If you could hear what the angels are declaring, you will rise up and shout. But for now, you are being asked to walk forward in faith. At 8, your H is being preserved. The removal has been denied. The eviction has been canceled. The shadow meetings have been exposed. Your name has been spoken in heaven with reverence. You are not just being watched, you are being backed. That changes everything. So open this truth within you. Take it seriously. Open it before it's too late, not because you will be lost, but because the moment might pass and the miracle could delay. This is the time to say yes to what heaven has prepared. This is the time to align, to believe, to declare. And no more thinking. No more silence. Stand in what has been confirmed. You have authority. You have covering. You have been chosen. And now they know. Heaven knows. You know. And the shift begins. The light that has always followed you since your birth is growing stronger now. There are forces gathering in the spirit, and although you cannot see them with your physical eyes, they have surrounded your situation. Something is unfolding behind closed doors. There are people and voices speaking about you in quiet places, and their decisions are not in your favor. Archangel Michael is trying to speak to you urgently, not in fear, but in divine protection. He hath been instructed to move quickly and decisively. This is not a time for hesitation. Heaven is aligned in your defense, but you must be willing to hear and receive what has been revealed in this moment. There is someone you once trusted who have re-entered conversations where your name is present. They are not speaking good things. This is a moment in time where everything is shifting. What was once stable have been tested, and those who were once loyal have shown another face. Here is a new assignment given to angels concerning your household. Something sacred must be preserved. The path before you is now marked by holy intervention. What has been taken from you will be returned. But first, there is something you must see, something you must understand. It is not only a decision, it is a revelation. You are being brought into the light of truth. The covering over this issue is being lifted by divine hands, and Archangel Michael is urging you to be still and listen. You are not being forgotten. You are being positioned. You have not been overlooked. You have been protected from what others intended to do in secrecy. There is one who walks with guilt because they know what they almost allowed to happen to you. They saw a path open that would have hurt you deeply, but now they are wrestling with it in silence. Archangel Michael has seen it all. He was standing in the unseen room near the closed meeting where your name was mentioned. He has already begun the work of unseating the spirits that tried to stand against your progress. Heaven is interrupting what was planned. There is someone who wanted to remove you. They thought it would be easy. They believed their influence and timing was perfect. But they underestimated your spiritual covering. They did not know that the Lord had already dispatched angelic forces to interrupt their strategy. You were not supposed to find out. They thought this would happen quietly, that you would be separated from something important without realizing it. But there was a divine whisper, a spiritual message carried to you now. This is your moment of awakening. This is your chance to act with holy discernment. Even as you read these words, the Spirit is stirring in you. There are chills that come not from fear, but from divine presence. The heavens are speaking to your heart, confirming what you've been feeling for days. You sensed something wasn't right. You sensed a shift in someone's tone, someone's behavior, someone's silence. You weren't imagining it. You were picking up on spiritual signals. Archangel Michael was trying to show you even then. But now the message is urgent, undeniable, and clear. They met together and are ready to remove you from your rightful place. But God will not allow it. You have been faithful in the hidden place. You have endured betrayal and rejection without losing your grace. You have watched doors close without becoming bitter. And for that, heaven has recorded your patience. But now it is time for divine vindication. What was taken behind your back will be returned before your face. What was said in secret will be exposed in truth. The heart of the Most High is moving toward you now. Your prayers were not ignored. Your tears were not wasted. Your worship in the dark was not silent to heaven. This is the season of exposure, but also elevation. What is being uncovered is not to shame you, but to protect you. You will be removed only from what no longer carries your blessing. You will be removed only from what cannot go with you into the next level. But you will not be removed from your promise. You will not be removed from your calling. You will not be removed from your purpose. Archangel Michael has placed a line of fire around your name, and what was planned has been dismantled even now. You must walk carefully. Every word you speak in this season must be covered in prayer. Every decision must be guided by wisdom. The Holy Spirit will whisper to you with clarity. Pay attention to sudden shifts. Pay attention to new names entering your life. Pay attention to invitations and opportunities. They are not all from the Lord. Some are traps designed to relocate you away from your divine place. But discernment is your shield. Obedience is your sword. Peace will be your confirmation. There is someone returning from your past, not to reconcile but to spy. Do not give them what they ask for. Do not share what heaven has kept sacred. Your future is being fought for by angels even now. You are walking into a miracle that has taken years to prepare. This is not the time to go silent in the Spirit. Lift your voice in prayer. Wake up early to intercede. Stay hidden in your place of worship. Let God defend you, and He will. Let Archangel Michael stand for you, and he will go before you in power. Your household is under divine inspection. Something sacred is being corrected. There are shifts taking place even in the spirit realm surrounding your home. Where there was confusion, there will be clarity. Where there was tension, peace will be restored. A gate has been opened over your dwelling, and angels are walking through it, blessing what is holy and removing what is unclean. You will not be touched by the decisions of others. You will not be harmed by what they intended. The trap has been broken. The pit has collapsed. You are rising. This moment has a sound in heaven. The scrolls are open. Your name is being read aloud in the court of justice. Heaven is testifying in your favor. There is one who tried to reverse your progress with lies, but now truth is marching forward. You will not need to fight with your hands. This is a battle of spirit, and the Lord has sent warriors to stand in your place. You will only need to be still and watch. There will be a phone call that confirms this message. There will be a sudden change of tone in someone close to you. You will hear words that make you pause, and you'll remember this moment. Archangel Michael says, do not ignore the signs. Something is being rearranged for your protection. What they planned to take from you is now being sealed in your favor. A divine judgment has been made. A reversal is taking place. You are stepping into divine authority. You have cried long enough. You have waited long enough. The blessings that were delayed are coming with speed. The time of silence is over. The voice of the Lord is speaking on your behalf. Heaven is now echoing your name. The angels are preparing a table in the presence of those who misjudged you. You will not speak in anger. You will not return evil for evil. You will speak with dignity, and watch how God sets you apart. There will be supernatural provision. What was withheld is being released. What was locked is being opened. What was broken is being repaired. The hands that once rejected you will witness your elevation. This is a season of strange favor. Unexpected doors. Unseen help. Divine interruptions. Miraculous reversals. You will be remembered by those who forgot you. You will be called by those who overlooked you. The Spirit of the Lord is breathing on your name. You are not alone in this. You are surrounded. There are angels standing by your door, even as you read. There is an unseen circle of light around you. You may not see it, but it is real. And this protection is not temporary. It is divine. The Lord has placed a hedge around you. Archangel Michael is holding a scroll with your name on it, and he has read your purpose aloud in the heavenly realm. What heaven has approved, no one on earth can cancel. Your time is now. Walk boldly. Speak wisely. Pray often. Listen carefully. This message was not random. It was written for you, at this exact time, for this exact reason. They met together to remove you, but God intervened. And what they tried to orchestrate in secret, God is now unraveling in public. The plan has failed. The trap is broken. The seal is reversed. The truth is revealed. And the glory will go to the Lord. The light that has always followed you since your birth is growing stronger now. There are forces gathering in the spirit, and although you cannot see them with your physical eyes, they have surrounded your situation. Something is unfolding behind closed doors, There are people and voices speaking about you in quiet places, and their decisions are not in your favor. Archangel Michael is trying to speak to you urgently, not in fear, but in divine protection. He had been instructed to move quickly and decisively. This is not a time for hesitation. Heaven is aligned in your defense, but you must be willing to hear and receive what has been revealed in this moment. There is someone you once trusted who hath re-entered conversations where your name is present. They are not speaking good things. This is a moment in time where everything is shifting. What was once stable have been tested, and those who were once loyal have shown another face. There is a new assignment given to anger. God says, "My beloved child, I am speaking to you now because this moment carries weight beyond what your natural eyes can see. Listen carefully, because you are being guided, protected, and lifted in ways that may not yet be visible to you. Everything you are facing, every whisper of confusion, every unexpected silence, is leading to something divine. You have been placed in this time and in this space for a reason. Nothing is by accident. Even the discomfort you feel has a purpose under heaven." Archangel Michael says, "They met together and ready to remove you from your open before it's too late." He speaks not in fear, but in truth, with a deep sense of urgency that only heaven can understand. You must know that there are movements behind closed doors, things being said in corners not meant for your ears. But even there, heaven hears everything. Even in the quietest plotting, your name has not been forgotten by God. He sees. He knows. He responds. Archangel Michael stands watch, his sword not of violence, but of light, and he does not allow the plans formed in shadow to stand against you. He is alert. He is issuing a call, not to panic but to awaken. There is something you need to be aware of, something stirring beneath the surface. While it may appear calm, beneath the calm is a plan forming, but rest assured, you have already been surrounded by divine forces. They met together and whispered ideas, considered movements that would shift you, move you, or silence your light. But what they did not account for was the Spirit of the living God inside you. You cannot be moved from where God has planted you unless God Himself leads you. And God is not finished with you yet. Your purpose is rooted deep, and no plot has the power to unseat what heaven has placed. You are safe. Let that truth echo through your heart right now. You are safe not because the world is peaceful, but because your spirit belongs to the God who speaks peace into chaos. Your covering is divine. You are watched over, prayed over, and held by hands that have never let go of you. There is a house your it represents more than just a place. It is symbolic of your peace, your purpose, your position. What they wanted was not just the physical but your place in the spirit, the anointing you carry. And yet, they cannot take what God has sealed. What belongs to you is yours by divine decree. They may gather, they may plan, but every plan not aligned with God's will dissolves into nothing. There are things moving even now. Whispers rising in spiritual spaces. Conversations that include your name but exclude your destiny because they do not understand what God has prepared for you. But their conversations are interrupted by the angels assigned to you. They cannot reach you without passing through divine fire, and that fire does not permit trespass. God wants you to stay still in faith. Trust in Him. Pray without fear. Let your heart rest in the knowledge that your prayers have not only reached His throne, they have been written in His book. Your name is known. Your tears have been collected. Nothing you have cried over is wasted. Nothing you have sacrificed is overlooked. This message is not to stir worry, but to remind you that you are never out of God's sight. Archangel Michael has sounded the alert because now is a time for spiritual awareness. A time to lean into God's voice more than any other voice. A time to stand in your authority, not to fight, but to remain immovable. Every time you felt unsettled, like something was shifting, it was because your spirit could sense what was happening in the invisible. But the moment you began to pray, the moment you whispered God's name even under your breath, angels were dispatched. You were never alone. The house your H will not be taken from you. The peace that is tied to your space will not be stolen. The blessings that live inside those walls are not up for negotiation. Heaven is holding the borders around you. You are protected not just from the front, but on all sides, above and beneath, left and right, covered in the unseen realm. You may have heard things, sensed glances, noticed patterns that made you question motives. But God says, I have heard every word, seen every motive, and I have responded. My child, do not let fear take root. It has no place where my spirit dwells, and my spirit dwells in you. There is a reason this message found you now. The timing was chosen by heaven. Archangel Michael says this is the moment to open your spirit and receive instruction. To awaken fully, to stay prayerful, to keep the oil in your lamp burning, because your light matters more than you know. They saw your light and it disturbed them. Not because you did anything wrong, but because light always disrupts shadows. You walked with grace and it exposed insecurity. You moved forward and it triggered what was standing still. But you are not responsible for how others perceive your obedience to God. You must continue walking. Let your prayers rise again. Reignite the altar in your private space. Speak promises aloud. Remind your heart that God has not forgotten. Let every breath be a declaration of trust. You will not be removed from your place. You will be repositioned only by the hand of God, and He is not finished using you there. Archangel Michael has seen what they thought they could hide. Nothing is hidden from heaven. And even now, angelic warriors are surrounding you, making sure that what was intended to disrupt you will only push you deeper into your purpose. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. Not because the world is soft, but because your faith is unshakable. You have built your house on the rock, and when the winds come, your foundation holds. You have prayed, and heaven has responded. Keep your peace. Guard your joy. Lift your eyes not to the threat, but to the one who never sleeps. There is stillness coming, but first there must be clarity. And that's what this message is, a mirror to show you that you are not behind, not confused, not left out. You are exactly where you need to be. God is moving. His Spirit is surrounding you. Let your hands be lifted again. Worship even when you don't understand. Praise even when the silence feels heavy, because your praise breaks through. Your praise invites heaven's armies. Your praise confuses every plan spoken against you. Let this message mark a shift in your heart. You are not only going to stay, you are going to thrive. What looked like the end is a beginning. What felt like loss is repositioning. What appeared silent is about to break forth in confirmation. And the house your H will stand as a testimony. God is not finished. He is just beginning. Open before it's too late, not with fear, but with readiness. Open your heart. Open your mouth. Open your spiritual eyes. Be alert, for the time has come. The message is clear, the warning is spoken, and the promise is still active. God will be with you. He always has been. And now more than ever, He is standing near, whispering peace into every part of your life. You are safe. You are covered. You are chosen. Now walk in that truth, and do not look back. What's ahead is holy. What's ahead is your harvest. What's ahead is sealed by God Himself. Let nothing stop you now. Let no voice deter you. Let no shadow worry you. Heaven has spoken, and when heaven speaks, everything changes. Open before it's too late, and when you do, you will see that God already opened the door before you even knocked. If you believe in God, type Amen.